Taylen, obviously tough loss, but your thoughts on the effort in the game today?
I feel like our effort was extremely well. I'm proud of how everybody fought, and just the different situations that we were put in. You know, but we have a lot to work on. As you can see, and just cut out the mental mistakes, and focus in on what our assignment is, and just be consistent on that.
Cam, this program has been through a few games like this over the last few years. What's the locker room feel like in terms of being different and maybe responding differently this time?
We know we had a jump on them in the first half, and we went in halftime saying to ourselves that we have to finish this game out because we had a lot of games last year that we lost by either 3 or 6 points. So it's in our mind. It's just that these games like this, we just have to work more on closing out and finishing.
The game plan on Gordon, y'all really kind of contained it. Can you talk about what you did?
Just basically, we knew that if we stopped the run, they'll make their offense scramble. But at the end of the day, it was only so much because we still lost.
Taylen, you and Andrew obviously had a good connection today. How good was it to have him back? And it's a really tough loss, I know. How good does that maybe speak to moving forward with you and Andrew?
I mean, I felt like our chemistry, didn't, fall off, and credit to him. He's been in the training room, Monday through Sunday, every single day. He's been working, and he looked, really good, out there on the field, and I'm, extremely proud of him and how he fought through. It's dealing with the hamstring, it's a lot of mental toughness that goes through that. So, I mean, I felt like, our chemistry was, second to none out there.
Yeah, you went to him in some big situations where you need first downs. What do you think? What makes him a guy that you like to go to?
He just knows his frame. He knows what he's good at, and just the versatility that he has. Whether it's a deep ball, whether it's intermediate or short. And I know if I put it in his range, that he's gonna catch it, and that's what I like. A quarterback loves that in a receiver.
Tim was telling us there were a few times where Oklahoma State was bringing more defenders than y'all had blockers. Just how tough is it when they're doing that, handling pressure like that?
I feel like, of course, it's tough, but I have to do a better job of getting the ball out. Petrino talks about getting my hips up and fading more. So that's just what we're gonna work on. Get to the drawing board and work in practice. So it's not gonna happen again.
And what was happening? Coach mentioned some of the snap issues, the ball being on the ground. What was going on there today?
I feel like it was just a test of what happened in the second half, just mental errors. I mean, I'm athletic enough. I put that on myself too. To catch the ball. Because the ball is the most important thing, and that's what we're gonna focus on and get back to practice on.
Nice. That last drive of regulation, you guys were able to drive down and get in field position for the field goal. Can you just walk us through, I guess, what was going on in your mind, how stressful that might have been?
We work on it the 2 minute, all the time. So we're just, going through each situation, what, coach is thinking and the plays. So, I mean, that's what I felt comfortable, in those situations because they do a great job of, constantly, every Wednesday or Thursday practice, we do like 2 minute situational. So,
I mean, Ramsey, missed a field goal before that, missed one after, but he hit that one, sent it overtime. I guess, how excited were you guys on the sideline to just have another chance at it?
We were extremely excited, but we know the game's not over yet. So we just gotta lock in and focus on our keys.
Cam, what's your feel on how the team's going to respond to this? I mean, knowing that you played well, but you just didn't get one pulled out.
Back to the drawing board Monday. That's all we can do. Just focus on the mistakes, try to minimize them. Look what we did bad over better, and just go from there and turn the chapter and turn the page on Monday. Start UAB prep.
There was a 4th and 4 in the fourth quarter, down on like their 23. What happened on that play? You ended up running it.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of our concepts that we ran, so one of our bread and butter. And I just saw a lane, and if I'm gonna take off, I have to make sure I make the first. That's what I learned. Whether it's 4th and 4, I got to put my shoulder down and get the first, no matter what.
Hey, on the pick six, I know there's the hitch. What do you remember about that play? And I guess you really just couldn't get your full thrust into it.
Yeah, I mean, He made a great play, and of course, it's a pick six. But the one thing in my mind was, it's all about my response. It was early in the game, so I really can't do nothing about it. After just learn from it and respond. I know the defense is gonna have our backs, and just like we're gonna have their backs. So I didn't have any doubts of that.
Cam, I know you're not out there in coverage, but they slipped that fullback out. That guy like never catches the ball. So it's obviously a great game plan by Oklahoma State. But I guess were you on the field for that? What do you remember about the turnarounds there with that or what?
I was on the field for it, yeah. I was rushing the passer, and then the running back didn't have the ball, the quarterback didn't have the ball, and then I seen it was like a little flea flicker, We knew coming in the game they was gonna have like some tricks up their sleeves. And then when I seen the ball go down, he was wide open. All I thought about was just trying to go chase him to prevent him from getting in. So